Hi, my name is Leela Morgan. I'm 29, and this was supposed to be my recovery week. Knee surgery, minor procedure, 10 days of rest. My sister, Ella, promised she'd stay with me. She said she'd cleared her schedule, that she'd be right here the entire time. But 3 days in, I woke up alone. Empty fridge, painkillers out of reach, and 47 missed calls and messages blinking on my phone. They weren't checking in. They were posting vacation photos from the mountain cabin I had helped finance while I lay on the couch, groaning in pain, unsure if anyone even knew I was alone. That night changed everything. Before this, I thought my family was just messy, not selfish. Mom, Caroline, always liked being needed. She ran a small bakery and managed everyone's crises like they were orders in the kitchen. Dad, Ethan, worked long hours, avoiding conflict like it was contagious. My sister Ella was the charismatic one, busy, social, always first in line for everything. And I, Leela, had always been the dependable one, the problem solver, the one who kept the family machinery running smoothly. When I told them about the surgery, they acted shocked and proud. Mom said she'd move in for the week, created a schedule for my meds, texted about meals, and told the nurses she'd oversee everything. I trusted her because I always did. The day of surgery felt strangely peaceful. Dad brought me coffee. Ella dropped by late with a smoothie and a grin. "You'll be fine," she said, snapping a selfie before leaving. When I woke up, groggy and sore, Mom was there, smiling, telling me not to worry. She helped me get upstairs that first night, stocked the fridge, set my phone on charge, kissed my forehead, and promised she'd be back early. I didn't question it. This was how we operated. I'd grown up low maintenance, quietly helpful, always fixing things. Every accomplishment was called strength, never sacrifice. I didn't realize I'd been working full-time as the family caretaker. 3 weeks later, I began jotting everything down, not for legal reasons, just so I'd never forget again. The file was titled Things I Can't Ignore. I recorded what I'd paid for, what I'd fixed, and what they had ignored. The mountain cabin came first. They called it our escape, but the mortgage, utilities, and insurance were all under my name. Broken water heater, I paid. Dog chewed up furniture, I fixed it. Winter storm knocked out power, I coordinated the repair. Nobody thanked me. Then there was Ella's online boutique. She had the ideas but no skills. I built the website, wrote product descriptions, handled payment processing, registered the business, connected all accounts. Everything ran on my effort. Mom once said, "You're great at the boring stuff." Dad laughed. Free family consultant. Except I wasn't consulted, I was expected. Then came the overdraft alert. The family escape had my fingerprints all over it. While I lay recovering, they were posting photos of dinners, new furniture, and snow-covered cabins, never asking if I could walk, if I had food, or if I'd managed the stairs safely. I realized I had a choice: stay quiet to avoid conflict or finally set boundaries. 2 weeks later, I got a draft letter from my lawyer. Clear, simple. I withdrew consent for shared debts. Cabin, buyout or sell. My hand shook, but I signed. I logged into every account: utilities, internet, mortgage auto-pays. I removed my cards, printed confirmations, saved screenshots. When they returned from their trip, Mom called, not to ask how I was, but about a past due notice. "I thought you were handling it," she said. "I was," I said. "I'm not anymore." Dad came by the next day holding mortgage paperwork. "What is this?" he demanded. "Buy my share at market value or sell," I said. He laughed. "This is just one trip." "No," I said. "It's a pattern, years of leaning on me." I blocked the doorway with my crutch. "Leave," I said, calm, final. Texts, calls, panic. 47 messages stacked high. Not concern. Panic. They weren't worried about me, they were worried about life without my support. I didn't respond. I sent my attorney all the evidence: emails, screenshots, dates. Numbers spoke louder than their guilt. The cabin got listed. Market buyout or sale. Not revenge, just facts. Grief in one hand, relief in the other. For the first time, their chaos wasn't my responsibility. By spring, I could walk unaided. The cabin sale was pending, money wired to me. I moved to a small, bright apartment with an elevator and wide hallways. New accounts, only my name, clean slate, therapy, friends, mail delivered without me managing it. No one needed my skills, they just cared about me. I finally understood. Love doesn't abandon you after surgery. Love doesn't call you selfish for protecting yourself. I didn't stop saving them to punish them. I stopped saving them to finally save myself. If this story resonates, about quiet strength, reclaiming boundaries, and standing up for yourself,